What is up, Misfits and Moonbasers? It's your boy Ray Recall coming at you again with another video review, and today we have something a little bit unique. So we started off the month with nothing. But the first review that we did this month ended up being a Netflix review. And today we're going to be looking at another Netflix Transformers review. Today we're going to be looking at the Transformers War of Cybertron series Netflix spoiler box. Boom. That's right. So this is the War for Cybertron spoiler box. Spoilers for the Netflix series, I guess. It's pretty big. Got Ultra Magnus on the side. I don't think anybody was not expecting Ultra Magnus. Spoilers inside. Spoilers inside. Don't eat anything in the box. So, yeah, that's what we have to work with here today. It's quite a large box. By the way, considering how this is a spoilers box, if you don't want to know what's in here, because from what I understand, this actually does contain some spoilers to the actual show, but if you don't want to know what's in here, I will give you this opportunity to turn off the video, go to a different whatever, save it for until Netflix comes out with the War for Cybertron show. This is your chance to back out. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, shall we begin? First off, I don't know if there's anywhere else on the outer box, but there is some Cybertronian writing right here. If anyone wants to try to decode that, go ahead. I'll probably do that later in my own spare time, but the heck with it. I'll just do the review like this, since we're going to be looking into this stuff. So there's a little piece of tape right here. Go ahead and cut that like I already did, and this whole thing just lifts off like so. We actually have some nice detail in the box. Coming up to the top, there's another Cybertronian message. This is, I'm guessing it has to do with the Decepticons. Go ahead and push pause on the video so you can translate that if you want. This one's for the Autobots. Again, push pause, translate that if you want. And then there's something in, I don't know what that is. But it's something. So, anyway, let's go ahead and take this and this. Huh, that actually hinges off too. Oh, there's something in there. We will find out what that is shortly. And then you can see inside the box a little bit of the Ultra Magnus figure, which everybody pretty much knew was in there, but let's go ahead and get that out of the box and see what all is in there. Just a second. Okay, sorry, I had to reposition myself. Alright, so shall we reach in and, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but oh, that's neat. He's packaged backwards. Nice. Okay then. So we'll set the box off to the side and take a look at what we got here. So obviously, very much Ultra Magnus. But let's go ahead and reach in here and pull out this. Is there anything else in here? Just that little backdrop in there. That is such a cool optical illusion that looks like that's actually raised. Paper saying don't choke on your toys, don't put this in your mouth. The fact that those keep showing up is a sad disgrace in this world, but whatever. Let's see. And so we have the instruction book. Go ahead and... Oh my goodness, that's a huge instruction book. Oh my goodness, that is a huge instruction book. But it looks like we got two characters in here. We got Ultra Magnus and Battlefield Rung. Weird. I guess that means Rung's going to be in the Netflix series. They better mean that Rung is going to be in the Netflix series. And then in the back, basically instructions on how to get him transformed into all his modes. And, it gives you instructions on Rung. Are those new? Oh, cool. We're gonna get new effect pieces. Oh, goodness gravy. That's weird. Alright, but, So, that's how that looks. Alright, interesting. Okie dokie then. Alrighty, let's take a look at what we got here. We have... Oh my goodness. It's very dark. One moment. Okay, so Ultra Magnus is so dark that I actually had to change my backdrop. But let me see here. Alright then, sorry about all the jump cuts. I just went ahead and got them out of the packaging. But here is Ultra Magnus and Battlefield Rung out of the packaging and in their robot modes. So, there you have that. Now, I guess since he's the smallest, we'll go ahead and take a look at Rung real quick. And, go ahead. Do this since I can actually get him up close to the camera. Here we go. So, oops. Here we have the Netflix version of Rung. If I can get him to focus, there we go. And he's pretty much I think he's pretty much the exact same figure from what I can tell, just cast in this pink plastic instead of his typical orange. And it's most of it is clear. His arms and his crotch are solid color. And I actually have the regular version of Rung. One moment. There we go. Just as a comparison. So yeah, they're pretty much the exact same figure. I mean, they transform the exact same way. Just like so. Just like so. However, whereas this Rung had the weird blue energy blast effects, kind of looks like Matrix energy or whatever, because, you know, reasons. This Rung actually comes with some different blast effects. They look very electricity, energy, arcing blast effects. I don't actually recognize this mold from anything. I don't know if there's an existing Battle Master that has these energy effects or not, but if not, then that means that Rung is the only figure from Siege that has not one, but two unique blast effect parts. Because each release would have had a unique blast effect part, so. But that looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what that means for the show, but yeah. It's cool that it's an option that they give you, so whatever. Cool. Now, I also went ahead and got out my standard issue Ultra Magnus, so give me a second to get him into frame. Bam. So, okay. So here, if I can get the thing to focus, is the original Leader Class Ultra Magnus from Siege. And this is the new one. Get it to focus. There we go. So as you can see, there's a lot of paint differences here. Biggest one is that there's a lot more darker coloration on him. The smokestacks, gun, and the missile launchers are actually all cast in that dark gray plastic, as well as like these hinges right here, where they're blue on the other side. They're actually dark plastic here. A lot of this dark smudging paint instead of the silver wash from Siege. Yeah, there's a lot of it's basically a color difference. It looks like as far as joint tolerances it feels about the same. Oh yeah, there's no silver paint right here on the sides. On the back, I think this back panel is actually fully painted instead of it being red plastic like on this one. Painted some silver here, whereas it was silver plastic there. The little silver scuff damage, the headlight Gatling gun, whatever, they're still actually painted silver, but the silver scuff damage is not present on this figure at all. It looks like more of less of a scuff damage and more like smoke damage. Oh, and even his antenna are a different color too. So, yeah. So there's that. And here we have them stripped down to their base robot modes, their albino prime mode, as people tend to call it. Yeah, there's you can really tell the difference in the paint jobs, and it's all in the paint job too. There are some parts that are different molded plastic, like the entire crotch section, the legs. If I'm not mistaken, the back bumper piece is a whole new molded piece. You do get a bit of color differences as well, like you lose all the metallic paint that was on the crotch. You only have the Autobot symbol on the bumper area instead of on the shoulder like on the original. This one's face is also completely painted blue, as opposed to just the mouth plate and the crest. Also, the blue paint on this one's face seems to be much darker than on this Ultra Magnus. Also, I don't know if how well you can tell, but this Ultra Magnus, for the chest piece, it's that clear plastic, but they painted the back of it silver, so it has that look. This one, they didn't go with that silver look to the back of the plastic, so you can tell how hollow it is. It just has a hollow look to it. Like if you open up the torso, and by the way, I'm not going to do a transformation video for this Ultra Magnus, since I've already done a transformation video for my Ultra Magnus review on this guy. But let me just go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Like back here, you can see they actually painted in that clear piece on the back side, so it has the silver on the back, so whenever you look at it, It's got like this nice metallic finish to it. Meanwhile here, also you can tell it's a different plastic that they used for this piece, but here it's just clear all the way through. So there is that. Also the crotch plate is this dark gray plastic as opposed to white. And if you take it and flip it around, it's got the blue and the white. And this, instead of a white plastic, it's a silver plastic there. So there's that. Okay, so here are the base trucks in vehicle mode. Like so. And of course here they are with their trailers. As you can see, Ultra Magnus Standard Edition has a lot of white. This one has a lot more dark gray. And there's also this little bit of a color gradient here too that you don't get to see in robot mode. But yeah. And so there you have the spoiler box and all that it comes with. So yeah, I mean, you got a pretty nice version of Ultra Magnus. He looks a lot more battle damaged, which I do appreciate. Yeah, he looks like he goes in the same universe as Hot Link over here. Although Hot Link's color scheme is already pretty dark, so kind of muted, but oops. Rung as bright pink. Not sure what that's about. Let me see. Oh, shoot! Almost forgot. I'm an idiot. Almost forgot about that little pile of whatnot in the top of the box. This thing. So let me see about getting that out real quick. Bam. Okay, so this was just taped into the top of the box, so let's go ahead and see what we got here. This is just tape and something in there. Ew. It smells like, what is that, Play-Doh? Yeah, it smells like Play-Doh. Oh, what the heck, it feels like Play-Doh too. Okay, so they give you a lump of Play-Doh for some reason. See if I can pull this crap out of here. Weird. There we go. Huh. Are these what I think they are? Hang on a second, wait. Is there anything else in this lump? No, but there's a second lump in here. Is there anything more in this lump? Gimme. What Morgan Freeman tells you to gimme. You best gimme. Ah, there we go. Works every time. Once you invoke the name of Morgan Freeman, it'll gimme every time. Alright, put this lump of Play-Doh back in there. Okay, so giant lump of Play-Doh hiding this little baggie. And if I'm not mistaken, let's see if I can open this. There we go. Put this to the side. So we have here, I feel like I need to wash my hands. Black Play-Doh. Black Play-Doh. What we have here is 3 Energon cubes. Huh. And they're slightly squishy, barely squishy. They're kind of like a super dense version of the energy effect pieces. Ooh. Energy effect piece. Hang on, wait a minute. Energon cubes, Energon. this be a spoiler? Ooh. Ooh, I wonder if Rung is like an Energon something. Ooh. Oh, that would be clever. Oh, that would be very clever. Oh, that would be very clever. Okay. Again, I hope anybody that's watching this isn't looking for spoilers, because, man, if this is what I think it is, if this is inferring what I think it's inferring, that Rung can make Energon, oh my god, that would be amazing. Okay, well, that would be a little interesting thing about that. Yeah. Okie dokie then. Let's see here. So, yeah. Is that everything that's in? Yep, that's all that's in that lump of Play-Doh. Okay, putting that back. So, alright, what do we got here? So, we have a really nice box that I actually probably will be keeping. Really nice figures. I mean, I already have both of them already, but that's still pretty cool. And, 3 Energon cubes. I don't think that we've actually gotten official Hasbro Energon cubes before, so that is actually pretty lit. So, but yeah, so there you have that. That's everything that's in the spoiler box. If you were, if you actually stuck with it and watched this review instead of, skipping it like I suggested some of you might in the beginning of this video. Yeah, so I personally like, I guess this is the final thought. So I personally like this Ultra Magnus. I like Rung. Box is pretty cool. Now, question is, should you buy this? If you missed out on Ultra Magnus and or Rung, should you buy this? If you have both, like I do, should you buy this? Well, here's the thing. Yes and no, because if I'm not mistaken, again, this can only be found at Walmart. So, if I'm not mistaken, originally this was retailing for like $65, which, given the price, or like $65 plus tax, you'd be paying about $70 for it, give or take. Given the fact that you get a leader class figure, a battle master, and some props, plus a nice looking box, if you think that's worth it to you, that is your personal opinion. I probably would not have gone on in it, since I already have Rung, I already have Ultra Magnus, and Energon cubes are just Energon cubes. However, let me see here. Sorry about that. However, I did not get this guy for retail price. I got this guy for $32 plus tax. Given the fact that a Voyager class figure runs about $40, give or take, the fact that I got Ultra Magnus, a battle damaged Ultra Magnus, an Energon variant Rung, Energon cubes, and a whole ass box that looks pretty lit, hell yeah, I bought that for $32. If you can find it at Walmart for $32, go in on it like a freaking hawk going in on a rabbit, dude. If you can find it only for like the $60-something one, it's your personal choice whether or not you want to spend that much on it. It's about probably $10 more than I would suggest paying, and that's just because you get of the box and the packaging. But it would be about, give or take, the same amount as getting a leader class and a battle master, except you just get it in a box package. But if you can find it like I did for $32, sweet mother of Primus, pick it up. Definitely pick it up. In my opinion, it is worth every penny of that. So, yeah, that'll pretty much, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I do look forward to the Netflix TV show. I want to see how all this plays into that. And I also probably, considering how I have 2 Ultra Magnuses and this one looks pretty legit, I do want to try to go in on the DNA designed leg upgrades for this version. So I might, if and when I get those, I'll make a video on the installation and how that looks on that. But yeah, definitely get this figure if you can find it for the $32. If you can only find it for the regular retail price, if you don't have an Ultra Magnus or a Rung, one or the other, definitely get this. Even if you have, honestly, in my opinion, the exclusive Rung, even if you have the regular one, definitely get it. But yeah, I would say overall I love this set, especially for the deal that I got it at. I like everything that you get with it. Energon cubes are awesome. This Rung is awesome. This version of Ultra Magnus is awesome. So yeah, that's I guess that's my 10 cents on it, or the way I'm rambling. It's a $1.85. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. This has been the contents of the Netflix War for Cybertron spoiler box, which includes an exclusive battle damaged leader class Ultra Magnus, an exclusive, I'm guessing, Energon variant of Rung. I think they call him Battlefield Rung. And then some Energon cubes, which is pretty cool. I have been Ray Recall. Y'all have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. And I will see y'all next month. So be prepared. I'm pretty sure that I'm filming this near the beginning of the month, but I'm pretty sure by then we will have the final piece of the Constructicons, and we can finally have Devastator month. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.